Okay, now this goes over here. This stays there. This goes here. Why is this computer giving me such dramatic chiaroscuro lighting, I wonder? Can anyone hear me? Hello? I just want photo. Pictures. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Aha! I don't want hot corners. Where's my just solid black? Random. Desktop. Why does that do that? Color. No, holy shit. It seems to be working. I have another 24 minutes to copy the rest of this other file. And then I thought I would restart the computer to see if it worked. And if it did, then I can turn the other one off. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? FX. I think it's the same, unless I'm using my. I may not be using my microphone from the camera here. It might be from the computer, which is probably covered in tape. Let me try something. Can I invite you in? I'll invite you in if you want to come in. Please. Yes, that might be it. And then I may restart this. Okay, can I hear you?
I would think so.
I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you?
Hello, hello.
I'm muted. You're muted. I can hear you now, I bet.
Hello, there's Gustafson. Hello.
Hello. So, yes, this computer seems to be working still. And as soon as I might actually also try to open up some of these files to see. Why don't I just do that right now? See if it works in Photoshop and everything. And opens up. It's bouncing back and forth.
What's bouncing back and forth?
The correct icon is bouncing.
Oh.
So the Illustrator icon seems to know what it's doing. Again, I should probably just put a drape over the thing since the screens are mirrored right now. They have to. Hello, Ms. Darling. I have been trying to get my computer to work, acting up, and dragged an older computer, kicking and screaming, out of the dark corner. It seems to be working. Okay, Illustrator, why aren't you turning on?
But when you get a chance, you got to switch the microphone over if you can figure that out, because the microphone sounds really bad right now.
Okay, let me see if I can do that now. I know how to do it.
Actually, that's what I thought of.
Up, mic, and cam, mic. There we go. Camera is there. The audio is default. We'll fix that. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh, a million times better.
Okay. Well, so what I had done was, why is it saying my browser is not connected to my Mac? The file has generated a newer version of Illustrator, you see, so this is gonna cause tiny problems, maybe, but only tiny ones, I think, because I don't ever really use.
Well, at least you have a usable solution for right now.
I have a usable computer, so as soon as my other 10,190 items are transferred to the desktop, I can't imagine what those are, I will be able to restart this and see if it works. And if
Are they files that start with the letter P and end with porn?
I don't know what the files are that are P and porn, but
I'm just teasing you.
No. I have porn coming out of every orifice in my computer or in my house or whatever. So it's not a pretty sight. So again, 18 minutes from now, I will restart this computer. And if it boots up and does everything it's supposed to do, then I will turn off the troublesome computer, which is...
Are you scared to shut it off because of the troubles with it
I'm not
starting back up?
I'm not frightened of that necessarily, just because it's I sort of gave it up for dead earlier today. So,
Right.
and again, I yanked Kicking and Screaming off of it, most of what I wanted to get off of it that I have to get off of it. So it's fine.
Well, before you ended the last stream, when you were using your phone a minute ago, I wanted to point something out. Like, I realize you're glad that I'm here to like provide you some sort of technical support or something.
It's your vibes or something. Yes.
But the reality is, Pierre,
Yeah.
you figured all this out on your own.
All by myself.
Yes.
So
all this little charade, this little act you've got going on. Oh, I'm technically illiterate. I don't know what I'm doing on computers. You can forget that shit now because you do know what you're doing.
You have to understand that if there's a way for me to jury rig something, I will do that. It does not mean that it's going to last, or it may actually make something worse. So again, it was like my dad painting the apple blossom branches on his broken mirror.
I made the connection between that story you were telling me. Yes.
But, you know, if he thought about it, and if his lawyer thought about it, he would say, Mr. Gustafson, you know, if one of those shards breaks and slits some lady's wrist, you're dead. Not only is she dead, but you're dead. And my father, you know, so my father, rather than consulting the lawyer or the electrician or the whatever, he just painted these things on these.
I mean, I get that. That's an old school mentality, you know, the mend and make do, you know.
Mend and make do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm mending and make and do.
But the good thing is this gives you the opportunity to buy you a little time so we can get you actually solid computer squared away, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. Let's hope that works. I just want to check something here.
I mean, in an absolute worst case scenario, Pierre, one of us could go on eBay, fucking buy you you know, 5 or 10-year-old iMac and have it shipped to your house.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I you know, I almost went, I think it was on eBay. I was looking to get a mate to the one that I have here to put in Minnesota, because it was, you know, it's like exactly like the one I have here. I have a Wacom display Cintiq in Minneapolis. So it would, rather than plugging it into this old laptop, which is traumatic.
Right. Would that even work?
Mainly because the keyboard is way up here somewhere. It's like I'm playing the piano, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is down here. So the idea is, I was thinking of doing that anyway, and it was $100, and I think the shipping was free for exactly the computer that I'm having that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, so it's not a bad thing to do, but so anyway, thank you. I will do a GoFundMe thing when it comes.
No, man, just sell me a few more of your pins. We'll raise the money in
the thing is,
no time.
When I get money from you, I spend it on other things that I don't need. But if I had if suddenly a computer came to my house, I would use it rather than, I wouldn't go through the trouble of trading it in for some magic beans. Anyway, let me just see here. I've got 11 more minutes to go. Anyway, Marilyn, what are you up to other than you're getting onto my tricks? Would you like to join us, Marilyn?
I was bad about.
These colors are on this particular computer also so much more vibrant. It's like I had the other computer set for death warmed over. This seems like, you know, I've been to the beach. the color
It looks about the same to me, Pierre. So maybe you were.
Well, it's the computer. The computer, I
Yeah.
just did set it a different color profile, I guess. And it looks like both the Wacom tablet and the computer are the same color, whereas the other one was a little
Yeah, it could have been set to some other color profile, so you were only seeing a narrow part of the color spectrum, you know?
Yes. Aha, I can see why maybe this computer is aha. I wonder if I do this. I'm document setup. No, document setup. Let's see what happens. Edit artboards. Aha. I see. So I just learned something about this version of Illustrator is when I have my document set up like this, and oh dear, I wonder what else is wrong with this. This may be too fucked. Where are layers? Aha. This isn't good. This is not good, Pierre Gustafson. This did not import the various layers that I need. So this computer is a little screwy. So
Is it because the Adobe you have on there is older than the one you were using?
This is CS5. The one I was using is CS6. Now, that would be so much of a thing, but let me just try another thing. Current job with circles. See, I opened this one up, and I think that was PDF, JPG, Mermaid. Well, I have a feeling that
do you have any way to obtain your CS6 that you had on the other computer?
There might be a way for me to do that, yes.
Okay.
Though
like hopefully you have it on a disk somewhere or something.
It seems to me I saw it the other day. Where I saw it, I do not know.
Well, let me preface this by saying allegedly. Allegedly, I am aware of certain places where illegitimate software may or may not be obtainable. So,
okay. Well, Travis was my alleged advisor in that department before, and I was able to get CS6.
I can't make any promises, but I've been known to find certain things for certain people at certain times. I can say that much.
Okay. You just pointed. You pointed in a very exact location. It might be allegedly. It might be over there. If you allegedly press this button, you might accidentally get something sent to you.
Right.
Okay, so let me just see. I've got 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to let me just open up. I'm going to open up a different current job and see.
Marilyn says,
see if that works.
Eating, I am at work, frowny face.
Yes, I saw her, that she was at work eating. I didn't see the frowny face, but watercolor border PSD untitled. That's the one I want. Let's see if I open this up. It will show that it has layers. And if it doesn't, before I turn off my other computer, I better save these things a little differently. Maybe. If I can.
I mean, worst case scenario, you might just have to get CS6 to put on there, but
no.
Because that's the problem. If all your files you've been working were saved in CS6 and they're not compatible enough with the older version.
No. It's
I'm only vaguely familiar with that stuff because, like, my technical computer skills kind of got put on a shelf about 2007.
okay.
So, I mean, I've kept up with computers to a certain extent, but it just so happens the stuff that I was doing with computers around 2007 was graphic arts, graphic design, printing stuff. So
So you know some of the
I'm
this
familiar with the problems, different Adobe versions and all sorts of stuff.
well, the Photoshop file, don't save. The Photoshop file has been transposed to me using layers are intact. The other one, the layers were all flattened. So
Yeah.
I
And
can.
once you flatten them, you can't undo them.
Well, let's just see if I'll try a different. BZ Mermaid 3 PD. Well, let's try it. Let's just put that over here, see what happens. The BZ was generated by a newer version of Illustrator. Would you like to import this file? Some data loss may occur. Okay, import it. Okay, layers. Window layers. Layers, window, layers. Yeah, this has one layer as well, which is fine, maybe for these things, because it'll be fine. Okay. I have 4 minutes more. So my plan in 4 minutes time is to unplug the external drive and say goodbye to you for the moment, restart this one, this computer, the old one.
Right.
Cracked. See, I'm old Pierre. See, there, you can tell that I'm either
I caught that little dig. Yeah, that was
old Pierre or whatever Pierre. You've got me in 3 different places.
Your cell phone, your mini Pierre.
A mini Pierre on my cell phone, and if my laptop worked with StreamYard, I would be gray Pierre because it's a silver Pierre. Okay, so we've got 3 more minutes. It'll give me time to get a little glass of water right now. And
is there anybody else in the chat room there? So I'm only seeing what Marilyn typed a few minutes ago. No, it looks like it's just me and Pierre then, I guess.
no. Okay, now 2 minutes more.
You know, it's hilarious, Pierre. I can see your computer screen reflecting in your glasses.
Yeah.
I can almost make out what's on your screen.
Which is you and current and recent.
Yeah.
And that's it. My screen is almost empty. Let me try something while we're still here. Let me get my system preferences. I just want to see if I can make the screens be too different. There you are. Displays. And I want to just see if I can arrangement, unmirror the displays. Okay. You're over there and I'm over here. So I could essentially do that. but I don't want to do that. Okay, gather windows. Uh-oh. Now I'm fucked. I'm fucked because I'm unfucked. Okay. The reason normally there's a button on my Wacom tablet that allows me to switch my cursor from one screen to the other. But because I haven't set that up, my all of the information, the laptop that had the screen that had the fucking shit on it was the one that I couldn't get to with my cursor.
Right. Because
So
your Wacom basically acts like a mouse.
it acts like a mouse, and when I have two screens, then the mouse is between two things. But unfortunately, I hadn't set that up to, in fact, be set up. So anyway, less than a minute, it says 30 gigabytes, 36 of 60, 36.66, 36.35, we're almost there, 0.40, and 3650. Done. Okay, so I will now unplug. No, I have to delete G Drive Slim. Take that off.
What kind of sandwich are you eating, Marilyn?
Make sure to drop the external drive on the floor when you unplug it. That's an important part of computer hygiene. Okay. Now, let's see what happens when I turn this off. So I will be back shortly. Okay? So I'm saying goodbye. We'll be back.
Bye.
Bye, and